Hi guys, Paul here.
Joshua.
ManiacsMeat podcast. Werewolf Wednesday. We're gonna try this out.
Ooh, that's good.
I think I have enough werewolf movies to facilitate at least 2 Werewolf Wednesdays. How about, and how would you like this? How do you like this? Like 10 years aged Oktoberfest.
Love it. It's very. I don't know. I can't do your beer reviews.
Malty.
It's malty and has light smoke taste.
Mm-hmm. Basically, it's fall leaf and caramel. That's it. That's all it is. It's great.
Better than that cat piss I just drank.
Mm-hmm. Did you drink an apricot wheat?
I did.
Oh, don't do that.
This was better than this.
Oh, no, yeah. Beta. Don't drink anything from Louisiana. We're doing the Howling from 1981. The same year as my birth. The same year this movie came out. American Werewolf in London. But this movie, I don't give a fuck what the fanboys say, is better. This one's better. And go.
Well, the movie I think it's better than American. I like American Werewolf in London.
Yes, I do.
The Howling's better, and I know the Howling got a lot of shit because they showed the werewolf transformation in the beginning of the film, and back then that was a taboo thing. No. You built up to that, and they said nay.
Nay.
And Rick Baker's apprentice actually did the special effects.
Rick Baker was doing this film until John Landis pulled him off the film to do this. So, honestly, Joe Dante, the guy who brought us Piranha and later Gremlins, Christmas film.
And a lot of other awesome films in the 80s.
Like The Burbs. Yeah. Brought us this. Now, Robert Picardo was Eddie Quest in this one. This is with Dee Wallace, of course, from Cujo.
And her husband.
And her husband, Christopher Stone, who ended up dying, but was in Love Me Deadly, which is a great film. This, and of course, Belinda Blasche and stuff like that. Like, there's so many great things about this film. It's just fucking ridiculous. And if you go to Mendocino, California, I do believe it's called, you can still rent the cabins. They're for rent where you can actually stay there. And that's one of my goals, is to go to there and rent the cabins and stay at the Howling cabin for the night. So basically, a string of brutal murders is stalking the area in LA. I think it's something like that, where it is. And this reporter is hot on the trail of the killer. The killer phones her up, meets her at this adult place, turns to basically a werewolf, which he mentally blocks. So this therapist that she goes to says, why don't you go to the colony? Why don't you just hang out in the woods for a while, relax, unwind, and maybe we'll get to the bottom of this. Turns out the colony is ran by the doctor, and everyone there is werewolves, because he knows that she was in close contact with Eddie Quist, the man that was doing all the murdery goodness, and send her out there to become one of the members. Ooh. So he has a little bit of more touch into the world of the regular people, and he's trying to basically get people okay with the fact that they're werewolves and enter them into the new society that surrounds them. Is basically what the Howling is about. And everybody in this fucking film is fantastic. The whole fucking film is fantastic. I mean,
Dick Miller's best role.
Dick Miller's is he? Yeah. I love the fact that Dick Miller is in there. Forrest Ackerman comes in, of course, editor of Famous Monsters magazine.
Roger Corman's in it.
Roger Corman's in it with the phone booth. Yeah, the phone booth. A lot of great things. Every time I see Dick Miller, I just get happy.
So it was scripted for Roger Corman to check the payphone thing for coins.
Yeah,
and I guess that was a punch or a pun or anything towards him about him being a penny pitcher.
Yeah, of course. Sets. Yeah.
And he went along with it, though. He's just like, yeah, sure, I'm a cheap ass.
He is, though. He is a cheap ass motherfucker. Now, Forrest Ackerman, the owner of, or the director, or whatever you want to call it, of Famous Monsters magazine, he had an epic house, 3 tiers or whatever, of nothing but monster memorabilia in LA. And you could take tours of that. However, he's passed away now for quite a long time. I'm not sure if that's still there, if someone took it over. It would be definitely something to see if it was still there, because it's pretty epic.
Is it the preview to Hell? Is that what that tour was called?
I'm not sure.
I think there's a documentary about that on Netflix.
But it's a crazy house full of just nothing but something. This guy was a fanatic, and he just did everything he could to collect stuff. And honestly, most of the people that he inspired became filmmakers, effects makers, the whole deal. So, I mean, good for him. Now, the 1981, The Howling, to me, is the quintessential werewolf film. Bipedal werewolves is the way to go, obviously. There's nothing I don't like about this film. I'm sure there's a lot of ifs, ands, and buts, and a lot of things I could say about this film.
It could go on for hours, really, about the film.
It really could go on about the hours. Yeah. They use stop motion animation in some scenes.
Animation?
Huh?
There's some animation scenes.
Yeah, stop motion animation there near the end where they're howling and stuff like that. But Elizabeth Brooks is in the film, very sultry, very, very animalistic. She's great in this film. She passed away of cancer after that, so very sad to hear that. She was also in one of the episodes of Kojak the Night Stalker, the Moss Monster, I believe, episode. But she was great in this film. What do you think? Give me your thoughts and opinion. Dee Wallace, Elizabeth Stone. I mean, just
Dee Wallace is everyone's mom.
Yeah,
and she was a MILF. If you ask me,
she was a MILF.
I thought she
was definitely a MILF.
Even today, as how old she is, I still think she's a looker.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a fun movie. In my personal opinion, I think the werewolf's more terrifying looking than any other movie I've seen so far.
Probably the best werewolf transformation ever.
I love the transformation. I love how this movie kind of went against the grain, like having the transformation in the beginning.
I like the fact that he's empowered by the transformation.
Yeah.
He's not, oh, I'm a werewolf.
No. He's like, look at me. Like, you know.
Like, I'm a fucking werewolf.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, that's what I like about it.
I like how he had a calling card, too. Like, he loved it. Like, he had a calling card, the smiley face and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I love the little tidbits of werewolf, like,
puns
throughout the whole movie.
They let media tell the tale for them.
Just found out too. They acknowledge that this is the same universe as Gremlins.
Oh, is it?
Joe Dante said because the same news company and the same anchor that covers the news is the same one in Gremlins.
Oh,
so it's actually the same universe as Gremlins.
Same universe as Gremlins. So there's werewolves and gremlins.
Yes, in the same universe.
Yeah, goddamn.
But it's a fun movie. I mean, it's good. And you have, like I said, you got Dee Wallace. You have an all-star cast. I mean, Dick Miller. And Dick Miller even acknowledged that this is his favorite role.
The thing is, Robert Picardo, after this, has done so much.
Wow, what the fuck was I reading?
Star Trek.
They were... no, not Joe Dante. Who was the Sales? That guy that wrote the screenplay for this. Or rewrote, or I don't know. Anyway, he was doing.
There is a complete remake because I have the Howling novel, and they did actually a complete rewrite of the novel, and I can't, for the life of me, remember who did, because it was Peter
Sales,
Peter Benchley or whatever. Not Peter Benchley. I'm sorry, I had a little fucking. It was Bernard something or whatever.
Is this a Waxworks release?
This is a Waxworks release.
This is nice.
Of the Howling. This is amazing.
Yeah, I like that.
But no, actually, you are completely right. They completely rewrote the novel. Now, the novel, in its more traditional sense, is Howling 4. That's the more closely related novel. But they did actually have to rewrite everything to do it because they were just going by what the original novel said. It's like, I'm not really into that.
He was writing a movie called Dark Skies at the time, though.
Oh, really?
That never got released. It was for Steven Spielberg.
Okay.
And Steven Spielberg didn't like the script, but it was a violent alien movie where they were cattle mutilation. It was about...
it almost sounds perfect.
Oh my god, it sounds amazing, but Steven Spielberg went the E.T. direction.
Oh, god.
And I'm just now I'm pissed because I want to see this movie, Dark Skies. Like, you know...
Well, Dark Skies sounds like it would go to more along the lines of what we actually have for documentation.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it was. It was about alien mutilation and alien abduction, and probings and everything.
Right.
It sounds fun. I was reading a little bit of it, but he went the ET route, and now I'm kind of disappointed because I kind of want to see this movie that was never made.
Well, there was a Dark Skies TV show, wasn't there?
Dark Skies. There maybe it was Dark Skies. No, that was that was Dark Skies.
Yeah, but it wasn't about the same thing.
No.
Oh.
No, Dark Skies took place in the '60s. It was kind of like an X-Files kind of thing,
right?
Which kind of was better.
What was in the '90s though? There was something.
Yeah, Dark Skies.
Dark Skies. Okay.
Yeah, it was a TV show. And then they made the movie here in just like a couple years ago.
Right.
And they used the same aliens from the.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, The Howling, for me, has to be one of the greatest films there. They used practical special effects. Everything was perfect. Everything was great. The barn burning at the end was insane. The ending is hilarious. I don't know how to say this. This is perfect. The nudity is perfect.
Yes.
The sexual
it's
werewolf,
tasteful.
The tasteful nudity. The animation stop motion. It's just perfect. Everything's perfect about this film. What do you rate this film? We can't go long. This is Werewolf Wednesday. This is the first one. And I'm just gonna go send it over to Josh and see what he says.
I think for a bandwagon member of the community that likes the Friday the 13th, you know who you are, I would put this up there with like...
This has to be among this.
Yeah, no, absolutely, because this is a quintessential film of the 80s.
Let's bitch for a second.
Okay, go ahead, bitch.
Let's bitch about the people who think American Werewolf in London is better than this.
It's a good film.
It's a good film.
It's not...
You know what? The soundtrack sucks. The whole film sucks. The monster sucks. Everything sucks about that film. Rick Baker walked away from gold to do American Werewolf in London. And it's only because the fanboy George Lucas or whatever the fuck his name, John Landis. Bullshit. Sorry. John Landis bullshit. I know. I kind of know what it is. But like it was just a little bit ago too.
Well, he's like the horror Lucas. So,
I pulled out the American Werewolf in London. I have it on vinyl, just like this soundtrack. I was like, the soundtrack sucks. Mm-hmm. Like there's some good stuff, but there's no atmosphere. You know what I mean? Like that film was a good film. I like the film. I like the people in the film. I think everyone's a great actor in the film. But that film has nothing compared to The Howling.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree 100% there.
Yeah. I don't understand why people think that's so fucking great. Like, you see the werewolf like 3 fucking times, and it's just like half a werewolf walking in the frame, and it's very, very fake.
That's what Joe Dante was saying about. He goes, people that use like real wolves or big wolves, not the bipedal wolf.
Yeah,
you know,
bipedal. Yeah,
bipedal. Wow, what did I say? Fucking bipedal. But he said, that's cheating.
Yeah.
He goes, you're literally cheating the system. He goes, you're just being lazy. It's lazy writing, he said. And I love that because it's true.
Yeah.
If your animals aren't walking upright, he goes,
like a human.
Yeah, he goes,
like
you're defeating the
werewolf.
purpose of a werewolf, you know? He's
man.
Yeah.
Wolf man. Werewolf.
He's like, you're just cheating.
Man wolf.
So that's why they never wanted to go down that road.
Anglo-Saxon for man. Man wolf. Not wolf.
Was it hombre lobo? Isn't that werewolf? Hombre.
A hombre is a man.
A hombre.
Lobo, yeah.
Is a wolf.
Yeah, wolf, yeah. La Loup Guru.
La Loup Guru. So anyway, I think though for anyone who's grown up in the 80s and 90s, most of the viewers probably, I mean, this is seriously an 8 out of 10 for the average person, you know. And I think for any real horror fan, this is definitely a 9 out of 10. Easily, you know, because even the people who enjoy the Freddy and the Jason movies, you can easily enjoy this. It's fun. It has all the elements that you're looking for. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm going with.
We're listening to the soundtrack right now.
It's beautiful. It's so well orchestrated.
Yeah, I love the fact that there's a funny story about the soundtrack. The guy spoke Italian. No one spoke Italian, but they both spoke shitty Spanish. So they spoke shitty Spanish to each other to try to figure out what they were going to do with this soundtrack. It was so funny. But it came out. It's fucking fantastic. I love everything, the atmosphere, everything about this film. Like the guy running through with all the fog machines to get that blue fog with all the ferns and stuff like that. Oh, so good. Slim Pickens being the sheriff, a good sheriff.
I forgot all about
Watching
that.
Slim Pickens become a werewolf is like, oh, fuck. You know,
forgot all about that.
TC, that fucking redneck werewolf. I mean, it's so good. There was a lot of things that were different. Like Dee Wallace was bitching the one time she went into this barn to do the scene, and there was like 16 topless women in there. She's like, it's stupid. Like, I can't do this.
She was such a high class actress for what she did in the movie she did. I know they said the scene where she walks in the porn area.
Yeah.
Those reactions are real. Like, she's really uncomfortable.
She
really doesn't like it. And the fact when she walked into the room where they're doing that hardcore sex scene that was filmed just for the movie, she had a hard time watching it, she said.
Well, Robert Ricardo also never let her look at her. Never let him look at her.
Yeah.
Like, she was like, nope, don't look at me the whole time. he just went behind her and never let her look at him the whole time and toyed with her. And she got emotionally strained because a lot of people, I guess, they get too much into it. And she's
an amazing actress and very underrated. And I'm surprised she doesn't do more movies.
Yeah. Yeah, but she has done a lot, though.
She's done a lot. Yeah. But I just, like, it's not a name that gets thrown around enough.
I don't think so either. And I would personally, as the overall film person, I think it's an 8 out of 10 for sure. Absolutely. For me, it's a 10.
Oh, you're going for a straight 10. Straight
10. It's favorite horror. It's my favorite werewolf movie. It will always be my favorite werewolf movie. And if you're a true horror fan and actually know what you're fucking talking about, it's 10. Mm-hmm. It's 10.
I guess I don't know what I'm talking about. Just for that
you don't know what you're talking about.
That one fucking point.
Yeah, 1 point. 10.
You're a fucking loser and you don't know shit.
So, 8, 9, 5 are good scores.
I think so. I think it's very appropriate. And I can tell you right now, if we were talking about American Werewolf in London, it wouldn't have done as good.
No.
And I like the movie.
And I like the movie too. I'm wearing the fucking shirt. I like the fucking movie. So there you go. I thought it would be too tripe to wear a Howling shirt for the Howling.
No, it's perfect. I love it.
Perfect.
It's beautiful. Well tasted.
Tasteful. Beautiful. So. Anyway, this has been Paul.
And Josh.
Maniacs Meat Podcast. Cheers. Bye-bye. Watch that finger.